exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the right. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Oh, they're after him. Wide open downfield. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Pitt.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue.
Into the secondary on the right. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside, man-to-man. Nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this.
Turning it on! He's there to make the stop, but the damage set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's James. Touchdown, Warriors! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Pitt pushing the pace.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Slings it downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is.
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Got it. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Plucks it out of the air. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on third down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He rifles one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it down the right side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Holstein. This time he's got it. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Look out, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Gresham. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got him downfield. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Direct snap. Slithers into space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. The RPO, it's complete.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Rushes on him. And he's brought down in the backfield as they throw him in reverse. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Bringing the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the fullback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. We open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. The big fullback's got it. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Until you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They want to run this quarterback. Short gain on the play before he slides. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now he's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Got it! He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Quarterback will keep it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds the tight end. Got room to work. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down 1 possession. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Looking for room at the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
23 on the play. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
On the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24.
That makes the score Hawaii 31-24.
Lining up for the onside kick. Just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.